Okay, hey guys, welcome to Professor Wu's Roleplay 101. After today's lesson, you will become the master of a classroom and a professional roleplay designer. Let's get started. So, first, let's enjoy a quote from Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. It is true. And it is so true in foreign language classroom. You will never get the opportunity to speak the language in authentic situation unless you do the role play. So what is role play actually? So basically role play means literally playing a role. It is any speaking activity when you either put yourself into somebody else's shoes or you stay in your own shoes but put yourself into an imaginary situation. You are the actor and you play a role. According to Officer Judy Hopps from Zootopia, role play is the chance that anyone can be anything. You can be an imaginary people. You can be a president, you can be a queen, you can be a millionaire that talks about anything that is appropriate or inappropriate. Or you can be in an imaginary situation, like the scenario at a restaurant or checking at the airport. So why we do role plays? Because it is so good. Because it is fun, motivating, engaging, and enjoyable. Who would not like role playing? It is in our instinct. Remember the old days when we are a little child? We just keep role playing all the day? So, the first advantage is that it prepares learners for the unpredictable nature of real life communication. It offers a much wider range of language opportunity, and it will cultivate students' appropriate language use in certain sociolinguistic contexts. And it can boost students' self-confidence. Even acquired students can get the chance to express themselves in a straightforward way. Okay, so next we'll talk about how to design a role play. It is so easy in a nutshell. Okay, so first, you choose a situation. To find a situation for the role play, you can write down situations you encounter in your real life, or read a book, watch a movie, or play a game, because their scenes can provide many different role play situations, and it is very interesting. The students want to do interesting things. So, there are some authentic situations like at the restaurants, you're ordering food, or at the airport, you're buying the tickets or asking for help, or at the rent-a-car place. These are all the possible authentic situations that students might encounter in real life. Also, there are some fantasy situations, like you can interview a film star, a celebrity, or you are the film star celebrity. Or you can be Harry Potter. You can persuade your aunt and uncle to let you go to Hogwarts. After choosing a situation, you will design a role play. It is easy, but it is not easy. Remember, when can people learn a foreign language well? It is when they're arguing with someone or they're asking something that they don't know. So, the key points of designing a role play is to find problems or conflicts or information gap. For example, in a role play situation at market, the participants have conflicting role information. One or two students have their list of things to buy, while another two or three students are salesperson who don't have anything the first group needs, but they can offer slightly or absolutely different things. This is where the conflict begins. It can promote and prompt students to speak and ask for more information. And step 3 is linguistic preparation. You don't want to push your students right in a position to do the role play. You have to teach them the language, the possible language that might be used in a role play. This is a method to lower the acquisition filter of the students, so the students can feel less anxious when they learn a new language and begin to speak. Step 4, factual preparation. In this step, you as a teacher might have to set up the classroom to make it look like a role play scene. And it implies providing the students with concrete information and clear role description so that they could play their roles with confidence. For example, you are doing a role play of a taxi driver and a passenger. You can give your students a cue card like this. On this paper, it have the things that the students need to talk about, need to touch upon, what he or she have to respond. This cue card really helps students to speak and play the role confidently. And next step is assigning the roles. Assigning the roles is an art. It is difficult. So, it recommends that the instructor and teacher serve as an observant and not intervene in role play. And you can assign roles to students with their various language proficiency among your observation. And while listening to students' errors, you have to take notes. Then it's the time to be fun and learn. Just remember, you give your students enough time to prepare. And second, you give our students chance to repeat. Only do role play once is not enough. You need to design a scene that the students can repeatedly ask for information, interacting with someone else in one role play. Just remember, repetition will cause language acquisition. And finally, after the role play, you have to do follow-up. The follow-up means asking every student's opinion about the role play and welcoming their comments. The question can be self-reflection, like was it successful? Why or why not? How was it constructed? How could it be improved? And how? And this is a stage that students do self correction, and also peer correction is welcomed. So, in one word, why we do role play? Because before the role play, you have to get comprehensible input. And during the role play, you have to interpret your partner's words and give appropriate response. And this time, you create comprehensible output. And after this process, you give feedback to each other and receive feedback from the other people. This is a circle of successful language acquisition. So let's get started. Role play in your classroom.